So, Mr. Wilson, how has this pandemic affected you?
Well, the epidemic at the moment is, I have no idea where it's coming from, and I know what's going through everybody's minds. People need to wear masks. If you're not wearing masks, right, don't come out your yard. Please get a mask. It's the most important thing you need. And if you're not sticking to the rules of the government, I can understand people not saying, oh, well, I'm not wearing a mask. You will get fined. If you're going to go to someone's house, don't stay there too long. Stay out of somebody's door. Don't even go into someone's yard or nothing. Because at the end of the day, you're bringing germs into that house, right, where the person's already cleaned it and bleached his house out and cleaned it, opened up the windows and everything else. And you ain't doing that. By the rules. You're not sticking to the rules, because it was on the news the other day, or yesterday, where a woman, I think she was in Wolverhampton or something, or the West Midlands, and she was explaining you could lose your breath through this coronavirus, so you need to take heed and listen, because nobody's listening. Everybody thinks, oh yeah, it's just going to carry on, but just carry on, we ain't going to wear a mask. Wear a mask, it only costs £2 to buy a mask, you know. Or 89 pence for one mask. Go and buy a mask and look after yourself, because I see people out on the street are not looking after themselves. The most important thing, if you're not buying by the rules, like if you don't buy by the rules, you're going to feel it. You don't listen, you're not going to feel it. And just look what's going on now. You can't see it. I've seen a cat walking past me, man, looked at me like that. And he can see, he knows what, he just walk off and done. They're running off. It's like people not understanding about, what we're going to do next. Look after yourself. Don't invite people in your yard. Because if you invite people in your yard, that's your problem. You don't know where they're coming from, or from out the street and bringing germs in. And open up your windows, make your air to get to it. You know what I mean? Clean everything at the surface in your property. I have to do this. I have to look after myself, have a shower, do this, clean that, and I feel better. And I can go outside and then smell the beautiful air and still carry my mask. And people are not doing it. Why are you not doing it? I mean, if you're going to look good at, I'm going to go and visit some family. Yeah, you can go and visit your family, but make sure you come back. Because you ain't going to stay there over the night where you know end of the day, oh, them all right, and me pass germs to them. Nah, let me go in my yard, yeah, me have my own little space. I'm happy. So if I suggest everybody, get a mask. Don't play with your lives. Get the mask. That's the most important thing. And then use the sanitizers, because I bought about 3 sanitizers in the tub from Poundland, the small Poundland in town, right? £2, a big tub like that, and it'll last you. Just remember to wash your hands and keep your distance, because you ain't keeping your distance. Because if you ain't sticking to the rules, and then you're going to parties, and going to parties and socialising, no wonder you're expecting the £200 fine, because you ain't keeping to the rules. Listen, what anything else you got to say to me? Because I'm actually telling people what to say and what to do, and they're not sticking to the rules. Because I'm switching on my team, I'm sitting down listening, I'm listening, but I'm not absolutely sure about this injection. I mean, if people dying of it, I mean, there was a person I was listening yesterday in the news, and a person I think it was in Israel or somewhere like that. He took the injection, he dead the next day. So I don't know what to expect, where it's coming from. I mean, China ain't got it now, you know. They haven't got it. That's gone. So where that disease is gone, it's gone to Europe and certain countries around the world, and that's what's happening. And now people are not listening. All you got to do, stick to the rules, get your mask, keep your distance, and wash your hands. Simple. You're not going to listen. Then if you're going to listen, you're going to feel. So understand what the world's coming to now. These days, right, you could go out and have parties. Them days are done. Them finished. So you stick to the rule. This is the new era. This is the new 2021 now. So stick to the rules. That's all I've got to say to you.
Because in supermarkets now, they're saying that it's compulsory to wear masks now. is vital. You must wear a mask.
Yes, because I know I've been to ASDA and half of the people who work in there, they've got the visors. The visors are, I can only wearing a visor, but the viruses can just come in and come at your nose and that's it. You need one of those masks what they got in America, the big ones you got here, and it all covered here in your head. That's what they need. The government needs to spend on. But this will protect you for a certain time because it has to be washed again and use it again. As soon as you go out and buy masks, that's the most important thing. Cause a lot of people outside, even West Park yesterday, went to West Park, relaxing, feeding the birds. Then the next minute, a lot of people walking past without mask. Now, that's when the virus will come in and he knows, yeah, he ain't wearing a mask. I'm gonna jump on him, gonna jump on there, jump this and jump on that. That's where, and even yesterday on the news they were saying Wolverhampton's one of the worst places. I don't know, about 470 some people are infected. And I mean, the hospital in Wolverhampton, it's busy. There's no beds, no this, there's no that. If you're gonna die, you probably end up dying in your own house. That's the only way. But what can we do?
It just depends on people, isn't it? Depends on their actions and.
Yes, but people are. Yeah, I can understand that people are not listening. And then you're getting this people. Our police are fining people £200. It's your own fault.
But what if it's because the government have left schools open and obviously they're allowing kids to go to school? What if it's actually their decisions that are making this virus spread more?
Well, if it's schools, kids are going to school, you got a vent, the heater's open, there's a virus on, it licks the vent and comes into the schools.
Exactly.
They're gonna know when by the time they get home, they're gonna catch it. They're gonna pass it on to their parents and thing, and the parents is passing on to uncles and uncles passing on to the nieces and nephews and everything else.
Because it's not like the virus is choosing selective people. For some reason, it can't attack schools. It can only attack people that go to parties or who are out in public. But for some reason, no, it's okay for people to still go to work and to still go to school. So what are your views on that? What do you think?
Like I said, right, you gotta keep, I mean, if you gotta go to work, you gotta go to work. If you gotta stay at home, stay at home. But be careful where you mix with. Be careful who you're mixing with because you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know where they've been. If they come to my house, you ain't coming in here. You ain't coming in here. It's just me, one. I don't want no one there. Even if it's family, I said I'll ring you up. That's enough. But keep your distance. Or if somebody's come to see me, you make sure you ring me and say I am going out. You're not coming to my place. I don't want you there because it's me. I'm in my own little bubble, and that's enough. Because people got 6, 7 kids. How many rooms you got? A big house. You need about what? 7 rooms or something like that. Each and every room got their own business, got this, got that. You get one kid jumping to another room, another kid going to another room. It's like having a party, but it's wrong. And I think they shouldn't have no party. If you can have a party on your own with nobody. Just you one having it, just having your candle, blowing your candle out. Just you one, you and somebody else. But that's it. You and a best friend or a girlfriend, that's it. But you gotta stop it, man. Because you don't know what's the next. I mean, there's a next wave. This is the next wave's coming. And then people still getting on their own lives like, oh, last year was rough. How many people died last year? I mean, this next wave, and it's more stronger. I think this injection, what they're giving you, COVID injection, is not going to help. It doesn't matter what people say. Oh, by the way, this is going to help me. I'm going to stick it in. No, it's not going to help you because while the virus, while you stick that in your hand, right, in your arm. That virus is going to come out and know you've got it. It's going to probably jump on you next. And he ain't going to eat it. Whoever invented it, or say China said, they said China invented it in the country in China. They said they invented it. It could be like America. It could be any country who's involved in it. You know what I mean? This is probably like the new world order. This is it. So if you don't keep your distance, it's your own fault.
Literally.
It's your own fault. You know what I mean? I see people walking past me, I'm walking past them. You know what I mean? It's something invisible you can't see. But the scientists know. They know what it looks like. They know they've been planning like this for years. Have you noticed, like saying when you get mouses, they inject mouses DNA and try and see if it works, how long the mouse is gonna last.
They haven't done that this time around.
No, they haven't done it. But in their science place, they would have done it in somewhere else. But you cannot trust no one.
You can't. Because I know a nurse.
All right, Audrey, all right. As if you're going to another area, you can't go to another area. I can't go and visit my family, but I have to phone them and say hello and see how everything's going on. You know what I mean? That's how it is. I agree to understand how a situation is like this. We're in war. This is a war. And it's not just people saying, oh, you see on the TV now, people winning, oh, I won this lottery, I won. Where you gonna go? Where you go? Where you win the money, where you gonna go? Everywhere, every country around the world's quarantine. So the only way, if you win the money, you give money to your family or your close friends and this and that. What you got left, you spend it on yourself. Because even if you buy clothes, where you gonna go? I can't go to a pub shut down.
It's a mess, isn't it?
It's a mess. Of course it's a mess. I mean, like footballs. Look, all these people are watching football. Back in the day, they go and watch man go kick ball and get a couple grand for kicking the ball. Now, right, you can't go and watch a game. So they can. I've seen them on TV where people go and watch football. It's like people in the ground. They're still gonna catch it.
Because football's still going on now.
Yeah, it's still going on. And sports is small sport. Now, this year, I think it's 2021, they're having the Olympics. And you know that gonna come back. There's gonna be more, they'll say, oh, we're testing people. Yeah, the more you're testing people. Have you seen when the footballers, what they do now, they run and go and score a goal, and they go kiss up each other. Hug up and kiss up.
They're sweating.
Yeah, sweating and hugging up and kissing each other. That's why you see most football players now are in the quarantine. They've been somewhere else, they've done this, they've done that. And then they jump in the shower with everybody and still catch the damn thing. Nah, man, they should know more, they should know better. And they ain't seen the sense what they're doing. The government should prosecute them, man. Just taking an example to us, man, you know what I mean? It's wrong, man.
What was your message to Boris Johnson?
Boris, well, him, you mean I know about him. I know one thing, he's not really listening to, he's listening, but he's listening from his young people, them, telling him what to do. I don't know what he wants to do with his life, but I will do say, right.
You mean like a puppet?
Huh?
You mean like a puppet?
Puppet?
Yeah.
He's a puppet anyhow. Split him image. They made him to be a puppet. Donald Trump, him. Why? That country's on the brink of civil war. I could see it coming. Because if it went into Congress and mash up the place, that was only just the first spark. The second spark's coming. I mean, like Joe Biden, he can't do nothing. He's gonna be like Obama. He had his hands tied. He didn't have much things to bring into the Congress.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the same thing. The mistake he will do if he pulls the wall down. That's it. There's gonna be more trouble than he thinks he will have. Because Donald Trump yesterday was signing something to keep the wall up. So whatever's happening. If it's a policy, if they pull that wall down, it's going to be like bringing more Mexicans in the country, then you're going to get more virus coming. So, I don't know, like I say, I don't trust the polluted of the air. I mean, you get all these people, like they're saying now, they care about the environment. Too late, when you want to care about the environment, you destroy the environment.
We've got a whole pandemic in sight, innit?
Yeah, but it's like saying people want to, look, how many people like in the old England running around for toilet paper? I mean, all right, you buy a bulk, that's it. Don't don't keep them going back in there. All right, if toilet paper disappears, you know, what are you going to use?
Exactly.
You can use straw.
Leaves.
Leaves, you can use straws and clean your ass because the straw is supposed to be for the cows. You know what I mean? To eat, and then use a straw. They used to use straw back in the day. You know what I mean? So, man, I don't know what to say to anybody. All I can say, if you don't abide by the rules, you're going to feel it and look what's coming. You're going to understand. You want to stay in the yard, get your food, don't come out. You want to get electric, go out, do your little exercise and go back in. I mean, over by with Marines now, they've got a tent thing over there now. You know what I mean? So they probably got everywhere's got tent and this and that, man. You know what I mean? It's like we are the kind of like chessboards of the world now. We are the guinea pigs.
Yeah, we make the action now. So it's like if we keep getting tested,
Yeah.
then obviously they're going to give us more restrictions.
Well, that's it, yeah, but people are not by the rules. They're not wearing a mask. They're not keeping the distance. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Yo, listen, it's a matter of time. What we know, January, February might be just around the corner. What's going to happen after February? Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to see what goes on. You know what I mean? Enjoy, like I say, life's so precious. Enjoy it. Because we don't know how long we're going to be here for. So enjoy what we got. Next question.
What's your message to the service users of ACCI? Would you tell them, or would you give them the same advice what you just told me?
ACCI is doing good. Without them, where would we be? Where would we be today? You know, and they're doing good. I mean, everything's set up as you want to set. You got your sanitizer there. You know what I mean? The place is always looking nice and clean in here. And ACCI is a sort of a place, if anybody's got a problem, that you can come and sort out your benefits, your dole and everything else. Janet will give you some guidance or help you out. And everybody's good people in here. I don't fault nobody because everybody's just doing their own thing and that's it.
All right, Mr. Wilson, thank you for this interview today.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.